Yes. Take a moment, find that comfortable seat. As we do, wiggle in, move the flesh from beneath so your tailbone is settled. Close your eyes or soften your gaze and drop into noticing your breath. Notice the sound of your breath. Begin to deepen your breath and notice the way your breath feels as you expand your chest, your midsection, your belly. And as you stay with your breath here, noticing the breath, and really when I ask you to notice your breath, really tune in and take an interest. You know, right now my allergies are bothering me, so my breath is different, right? It's kind of gravelly and raspy, and there's moisture to it. So, really, how does your breath feel? And can you take a deeper breath? And as we listen to our breath and we take notice, then maybe the next step can be we listen to ourselves and take notice. So, the thought to start our practice, the feeling you get when you start listening to your inner voice instead of shushing it, feeling you get when you start to listen to your inner voice instead of shushing it. Breathe that in. Let's take 3 of our breaths together, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. And inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Notice that inner voice. Let's just take a moment. Come into butterfly. Take the soles of those feet together. Take your hands beside you. Slide your tail forward and let's come on back. Come back to the breath. Place your hands on your belly or even your midsection. And as you inhale, I want you to feel that expansion. I want you to inhale and open. Exhale and let it all out. Relax it all out. And again, inhale. Exhale. Keeping those soles of your feet together. Reach the arms overhead. Good morning. Stretch on your back. Feels good every time. Let's take those knees into our chest. And remember, start off in the way that feels good to start off. I have my hands behind my knees. You may be hugging in your shins. I want you to notice. I'm always asking you to notice which feels better, which feels good. I'm not always asking you to shy away from discomfort. I'm asking you to shy away from pain, right? It's okay for us to be a little uncomfortable sometimes because that's when change starts to happen. But the pain is when our body wants to retract and protect ourselves, our mind. So let's move towards being a little uncomfortable. Exhale, take those feet down. And let's take the knees over to the right side. Reach the left arm out, reach the right arm out. And again, filling that torso with the breath. I love the thought that we're having on our practice because a huge part of yoga is asking us to listen to that voice inside, asking us, how does it feel to listen to that voice inside? Nice long breaths here. See if you can release any tension in that lower back. Focus the breath there. Inhale and expand. Exhale and release. Inhale back up to the center. Reposition the so maybe move the hips a little to the right and then take the knees to the left. Extend that right arm out. And then expand that torso. Inhale and feel it open. Inhale to center. Place those feet on the floor and let's just extend the legs. And one more time, reach the arms overhead. Full body stretch. Inhale and let's roll over and meet in all fours. Settle in here, press the palms down. Take a deep inhale. Take that chest through the shoulders, lift the tail. Feel that opening, that expansion. And then exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, round it up, round it up. And then 4 more, moving with your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Coming back to neutral, shaking out anything that needs to be shaken, stirred. And then here in all fours, walk the palms, one hand print forward, and then tuck the toes and let's send it up to down dog. Press those hips back. Just breathe here. Don't try to find the perfect down dog. Just find a down dog. Bend the knees a little bit. Press the hips back a little more. Maybe send that gaze towards your feet, which then sends your chest through the shoulders. Then you feel that space between your shoulder blades. Maybe you lift that tail up a little more, let it blossom up towards the sky, let it open. Just a few more breaths here. Feel the strength of your day, the strength of your posture. Exhale. Slide it forward a bit. Reach that right foot up towards the right hand. Coming to a nice lunge here. Find the spacing that feels good. So I stepped my right foot forward and then I slid my left leg back a bit so I could feel that nice opening in my hips. Just a nice stretch here, nice opening. And then I'll drop that left knee down. And if you have sensitive knees, you could place a blanket, a pillow under your knee. If you don't have that, take the side of your mat, roll it in, and then place your knee on that rolled up edge of your mat. My mat is crazy thick, but I still like to have something under my knee. So find your comfort. We're here in a low lunge. Inhale, come on up. Starting off in a nice 90 degree here. I want you to walk that right foot forward, press the left hip forward until you reach your edge. Maybe you have blocks beside you. You can use those blocks to take you even a little bit deeper if that's where you want to go this morning. Maybe right here, your hands on your hips or your hands right on your thigh. Try not to rest on the knee. I know it feels like that's where you want to go, but try to not rest your weight on your knee. And then press that left hip forward. Let's breathe here. Listen to that voice inside. There might come a point where your body is like, oh my gosh, please. Well, that's the voice. Are you going to listen to it? Are you going to use discernment? Are you going to say, are we uncomfortable? Are we scared? Or are we in pain? Listen to it. Have a conversation. As you know, if it's pain, you can ease back. Ease back. Exhale. Let's do the ease back. Straighten that right leg. Those toes are flexing up, right? I have blocks here beside me. You want to elevate this way, or you can have your hands on the floor, tenting those fingers, or you can have your hands on your hips. I just want a nice proud chest. So let's not hunch over. Let's scoop up that chest until the pelvis. We're always trying to protect different parts of our body. So if we're hunching over, we're putting so much strain on that lower back, our neck, our shoulders. Whereas now with the proud chest and the pelvis tilted forward, we're focusing all our sensation on the back of that leg here, opening and getting ready for the day. Two more breaths here. Exhale, bend that knee, and let's take the hands to the inside now. And again, my hands are right here on the floor on the inside. If you have blocks, you can place your hands on the blocks coming forward, right? And if you don't have blocks and your hands are not touching the floor, you can still come forward here. So now my torso is resting on my thigh. I want you to breathe here, stretching out the front of that left hip. It's like that left hip wants to come down onto the floor where it wants to go. We're just going to breathe through. We're going to listen and we're going to pay attention. Two more breaths here. Exhale, walk those hands back, press that left hip back. Let's slide the right knee back. Coming to all fours, I'm going to move the blanket to the other side. Walk the handprints up a little, press the hips back, come up to down dog, press it out. I feel lopsided. One side feels a little more open, a little juicier. Sorry. Let's exhale, tuck that left knee and bring the left foot forward. And again, finding the runner's lunge here first, right? Maybe I slide that right foot back. I'm gonna grab my blanket, bring it on over. Remember, if you don't have the blanket, exhale, lower that right knee. Just roll up the side of your mat. My mat doesn't roll really well because it's really thick, but if you have a thinner mat, really roll that bad boy up. And then come to your 90-90 to start, right? Checking in. We're going to be really stretching out the front, that right hip. So press that right hip forward. Then you can walk the left foot forward a little if you want. Keep your hands on your hips, or have your hands on blocks, or plant those fingers on the floor. Right? Your body's anatomy is going to tell you what you want to do today. And it might feel different from one side to the other. Two more breaths here. Press that right hip forward. Oh, yeah. Exhale, let's straighten that left leg. Flex those toes up. Proud chest. So my hands are either on my hips, my pelvis tilting forward, my chest lifted, or my hands are on the floor, or they're on blocks. Exhale, bend that left knee. Let's come on forward. And I'm going to take my left hand to the inside. Remember, you can have blocks here. So I'm pressing that right hip forward, trying to go just a tiny bit deeper. Paying attention to the left knee. And remember, I have my hands on the floor here. You can place your hands on a block, or you can just rest that torso on the thighs, on the one thigh. All I always want to ask you to do is pay attention. Sometimes when I'm in this posture, this lizard, my left knee, the knee that's bent, will start to hurt and I'll have to ease back. Other days, like today, feels perfectly fine. All the sensation is in the hip. I'll be here and then all of a sudden I'll have a twinge in my shoulder and I'll have to ask myself, okay, what's going on there? Do I need to ease up or something? So notice, right? Don't stay in a posture to the point where you're almost in tears. It's excruciating. Then what message are we saying? We're telling our bodies, we don't care what you say. We're not going to listen. We're not going to pay attention. We're going to override everything you want and need. Two more breaths here. Exhale. Ease it on back. And this time, let's just slide that left knee back, both knees together. You can move the blanket out of the way. So my knees are together and I'm just moving my hips from side to side. And gradually open the knees a little wider, still swaying, a little bit wider. And then start to ease your way down into child's pose. Finding the child's pose that feels good. So you can have the big toes touching. Send the hips back towards the heels. Maybe your chest, your torso comes to the floor, your forehead rests down. Maybe you're like me and you're just leaning back a bit and resting your forehead on your forearms, your crossed forearms. So you find a way into the posture that works for you. It's just paying attention. Stay with your breath here. And then very gradually, very slowly come out of your child's pose, back into all fours, and then begin to find your comfortable Shavasana position. You know what that looks like. I want you to take that time to get comfortable. And with your eyes closed, come back to noticing your breath. Does it feel different now? Deepen the breath. Slow the heartbeat down. Remember how it felt to start something new, to feel yourself growing, learning, becoming stronger, sharper, more powerful. Remember thinking, how did I ever live before? The newness so deeply embedded in the very essence of who you are. Consider that while you may now feel life is monotonous, dull, a hum of repeated tasks and emotions, that potential for experiencing the exhilaration of newness is still within you. All you have to do is claim it. And as always, you can stay right here. If you'd like to end your practice laying in your comfortable space, or if you'd like to end in a seated, always roll over to your side for a moment before coming to your comfortable seat. Take a deep breath in, exhale. This is our practice.